Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world. And we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counterattack.
Now it's Kane. And here's Musiala. Musiala! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Musiala! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
And here's Kane. Nice bit of skill. It's Kane! Oh, that is outstanding! That is a gem! An absolute gem! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Bayern Munich have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen. Look, movement creates more options.
Terrific header!
Bayer Leverkusen really have found that they're getting more space out wide. And I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Tries to dink it through. That's a decent clearance. There's the shot! And it's in! Bayer Leverkusen back on level terms! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball and it all came good.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
30 minutes gone. That's a good ball out wide. Frimpong. Oh, that is a nice touch. That is good strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Incapuyi. That's Wirtz. And it's Xhaka. Frimpong. Adli. Oh, he's been caught napping. Goes in for the header. And again. They've scored. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Looks for the finish. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one. Just enjoy it.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And he's managed to get free.
Well played and well cleared.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Olise? Olise! He's done very well to get to that.
Olise actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. It's a mighty effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Bayern Munich needing a change of fortune here. Wirtz looking to add to his goal. Olise. 60 minutes played. Tapsoba.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Musiala.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And it's Gnabry. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Kane. Olise. Kane.
That's what has to be done now. No question about it.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Andrich. It's a really well-measured ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Gnabry. Gnabry going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Kane. It's Kane! And that could have brought them level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Bayern Munich have their third corner. And they've got rid. And it's Davis. And here's Kane.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bayern Munich must do something here and very quickly. And the shot! Oh, the ball's in for the pieces! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Bayern Munich making consecutive changes here. He's got the shot away! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Played into space out wide.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Kane. Goretzka. And that will be the final act. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Bayern Munich must quickly shake this from their system, Peter, because it's the sort of performance that can linger and fester.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.